Hello, welcome you all to the second poem, Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost. Here, the poet has taken a very crucial and very serious topic for discussion. He picked up the topic as how the world might come to an end, because we have seen First World War, Second World War, and people now have started to talk of what would bring about the destruction of this world. And here he finds people divided into two groups. One group says the desire would cause the end of this world, and the other group favors hatred. Both these elements, both these traits, human qualities, are very significant in this matter. The world today suffers from these two traits only. At the one hand, we suffer from terrorism, which is nothing but hatred. On the other hand, we also have experienced expansionism policies of some of the countries. Britain in the past centuries tried to expand its borders. Now the same is being done by China, and it's also expanding the territories. So this is related to, this can be attributed to desire, our desire to get more and more, our greed. Second is terrorism, which can be attributed to hatred. Well, greed is attributed to expansionism policy. Hatred can be attributed to terrorism, and terrorism has again been one of the concerns the world faces today. So the author here says, not terrorism cannot bring an end. What he means indirectly, we have to take it into current perspective, and under current perspective, we can say that hatred will not bring an end, that is terrorism. Cannot bring animosity in that way, will not bring an end, but the expansionist policies, our desire, our greed to devour, to control land and the property and the resources, natural resources and all. This only will bring an end to this world. And the poet is absolutely spot on. Let's read Fire and Ice. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Now the author first presents the views taken by people or held by people. Some say the world will end in fire. He says that, well, some say the world will end in fire, that is fire, our greed will bring an end of this world. And the other group believes that hatred will be the cause of destruction of this world. Now he presents his own opinion. From what I've tasted of desire, He presents his own opinion. He also experienced this desire. We all have these traits in us, both hatred and desire. And he says that, well, I have experienced desire, and after experiencing this desire, I have come to the conclusion that the world will end in fire. He favors fire. He says fire will bring an end to this world. So this is the first stanza, moving on to second stanza. But if it had to perish twice, but it says, well, the fire will be the force behind the end of this world. But then he says, he takes a second opinion. What is the second opinion? But if it had to perish twice, if it had to come to an end the second time, if the world, if our earth can regenerate, and then second time it had to end, then he says, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. He says that, well, I have tasted hatred. I have experienced hatred. And from that experience of mine, I can say that this world will come to an end due to hatred the second time. And this hatred would be sufficient to bring an end of this world. So this is the point. Nicely written, excellent thought presented here in short. Absolutely nice. Now let's see some of the literary devices used here. As you can see, the poem starts with some say, and the same words are repeated in the next line. Such repetition of same words in two or more different lines is known as anaphora. That is sameness of words repeated in more than one lines. Then if you look at the first line nicely, you find here assonance. That is the repetition of the vowel sound. If you look at the first line nicely, will I, in I, fire I. So the same vowel sound has been repeated in the same line, one after the other. That is, you can say very closely. And the next line also, if you see nicely, in eyes, here again I has been repeated. So this is the example of assonance. When vowel sounds are repeated, it becomes assonance. It is called assonance. Okay, then what else is there? And then you find the case of enjambment. Enjambment is a poetic device in which there is nothing, no punctuation mark is used. So check it in the second stanza. There is a comma in the first line. After that, there is nothing, no comma, no full stop, no colon, semicolon, nothing has been used. So this is the second stanza is an example of enjambment. That is the last word, or the last, the end of the line, end of every line. You have to check the end of every line, and if there is no punctuation mark, then it becomes enjambment. Or some else, let's see. And then there is alliteration as well. Check the first line of second stanza. But if it, sorry, this is not alliteration, because this is also, sorry, this is also assonance, because the same vowel sound has been used. So this is it. I hope this will be helpful to you. Thank you for now.